This is David McCary, and this is the second video for my topic of relieving stress and stress relief. Um, in the first video, I showed you how to line this open face rod and also tie on a bait to your line. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to cast forehanded and backhanded with this open face rod, but I'm also going to show how to cast multiple rods. Here, I'll get the rods. We're going to show with a bait caster. This is usually known as the hardest one to use. I'll show you how to cast with this bait caster, and then also with a very simple Zebco little click button, just so that everybody, no matter what kind of pole you might have at home, that way we can touch on all three and how to cast each pole. So I'm going to show you a few basic ways to cast. These are the two that I use the most. First, it's going to be just the regular forehand cast. Think of like a tennis racket. You got a forehand and a backhand, and that's the name of the casts. For the forehand, first thing you want to do is always, whenever you have an open face reel, you want to flip the switch right here, and then you hold this line with your finger. And then on the forehand cast, you just get it, that's a little long, but you get it about 2 foot from the end of the pole, and then you're just going to do like you're doing a forehand in tennis. You're just going to sling it out there straight like that with the forehand, and then me reel in. Okay, and for the backhand cast, you're going to do the same thing as the front hand. Whenever it comes to flipping the switch, you want to put your finger on the line and then flip the switch, and then like a backhand in tennis, you're going to bring it onto this side of your body, and then right as the tip comes out, that's whenever you want to let go with your finger. So it'll go like this. That's the backhand. This is the bait caster. It is known as one of the most hard reels to use. It is very popular for bass fishermen, and it's pretty well used. A lot of people use bait casters, but it's kind of like a push button reel and an open face reel combined. But whenever you're going to cast a bait caster, you're going to put your thumb, you're going to press down on the button, and you're going to leave your thumb on the button up until the point of where you release it, kind of like you do with your finger whenever you cast an open face. But the thing is, whenever you're casting these, right before the bait that you're casting hits the water, you want to put your thumb back down on top of the reel, or you'll get a bird's nest, and no one wants that. That's where the line just goes crazy. But for bait casters, I typically always cast forehanded whenever I use a bait caster. You never want to cast overhead like this with a bait caster, because it's more likely for you to bird cast. But here's the forehand cast with the bait caster. And that was how you cast the bait caster. And this is the push button. This is pretty much the most iconic push button. It's a Zebco slingshot. These are the easiest. These are the best for beginners. This is the easiest to use. All you do with the push button, it's as simple as the name. You just, whenever you cast, right, instead of flipping the string and holding it and letting go right before you cast, right before you get to the point of your cast, on this, you're going to go like you're going to cast like all the others, but then you're going to press the button right as your pole gets out in front of you. Then you're going to press the button. So it's a lot easier than the others, and it is probably the pole that most beginners should start with. I hope that this video has helped some with casting. That was the main point of this video, was just to give an overview of the simple backhand, forehand cast with the open face, and then just touching on the cast with the bait caster and the push button. I hope that helped some of y'all with casting, and in video number 3 I'm going to tie on 2 or 3 different baits and pretty much explain what this bait, what the purpose of it is, and what fish will go after it, and then also show you how to tie it on. So see you tomorrow.